I am honored beyond belief. It is truly an honor to be able to represent our Senate and to have my colleagues have that much faith and trust in me, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure I keep that faith and trust. Team effort, first of all. So water, the DCP plan, trying to get that through to conserve and protect our water resources in the future. And these are no particular order. Education funding, we made a lot of promises last spring, and we better fulfill those promises. So it's going to be important that we set forth a budget now and in the future to make sure those monies are there, when we need them. My biggest goal is to let everybody get along. I am so tired of the rhetoric and the disrespect that has been occurring over the last couple of years on a national level, and we saw a little bit start here in the state level. I would do everything in my power to try and turn that around. We may disagree on some issues, but there is no reason why we have to be mean and hateful to each other. Everybody deserves respect, and that's what we're going to do around here. First of all, starting with respect. If you don't have respect for your counterparts on the other side of the aisle, you never will get on board. So consequently, we have the great advantage I have here as Senate President is many of the people on the Democrat side are actually good, close personal friends of mine. We may not agree politically on everything, but we get along really well. And so for us just to sit down and say, let's talk about this, is something I'm very, very fortunate to have that ability to do. So I think we will, as a Senate, for the most part, I think you're going to see that we're working very, very cohesively. And more than likely, we're the one that's going to have to take the lead on a lot of issues, because I think over in the House it's going to be a little more challenging over there. I hope so. We're working under a deadline. January 31st was a deadline we were given, and if we don't come up with something that we can accomplish, then the federal government is going to step in, and that might be something we don't like. So I think we're almost there. From what I'm understanding, we're about 90% there, but there's a few issues we still have to work out, and so if we can get those worked out, we can get it through. But helping our members understand exactly what we're trying to accomplish is probably the biggest challenge we have right now, because this is a very confusing issue with a lot of people involved, and so it's very, very important that we all understand exactly what we are voting on and the impact or possible unintended consequences that could come out of it. Oh gosh, well, I will tell you what, and again, I don't mean to be a broken record, but education, if they're, depending on where those revenues are, is it going to be revenue neutral? Will we come out a little ahead? Hopefully we know exactly what we are doing before we vote on it, so that we can make sure that we don't see a loss of revenue, and that is certainly not anybody's intention, which is why you haven't seen anything on the board yet for it, is because we're still working on making sure that we have the right and adequate numbers, so that whatever we do, that we make sure that it's not going to take a hit for the general fund. Whatever those revenues are, and again, in the bigger picture of the thing, is funding education and putting money back in the rainy day fund. We know that there will always be a recession just around the next corner. Hopefully it won't be as bad as the one 10 years ago, but we need to make sure we have money in the savings account to meet our obligations even when times go bad. I'm just excited to be here. I am excited to see us move forward, and we have great people, we have a great governor, so we're going to do a great job.